As some schools in Ohio switch back to remote learning and the coronavirus pandemic continues to create challenges for families, educators and advocates worry that could increase the risk of child abuse and neglect. WCPO 9 News reporter Josh Bazan spoke with those trying to help teachers spot the signs of abuse, even with many students learning virtually at home.
It's a very difficult time right now, and children are most vulnerable.
The coronavirus pandemic is making things difficult for everyone, but experts say it is often children who suffer the most in households under stress.
And there's just so many fewer eyes on children during this pandemic. And as you said, as we go into a next wave of this, people isolate even more. That can be a recipe for disaster for kids in an abusive environment.
Educators and school staff are the #1 reporters of child abuse and neglect, but with many districts and families in remote learning, it makes it even harder for teachers to spot potential signs of trouble. That's why the Ohio Departments of Education and Job and Family Services are putting out new resources for school districts.
So first, we wanted to equip them with some questions, some signs that they might be able to see remotely that might cue them into looking in deeper or asking questions that might further their understanding of what's happening with children.
ODE stresses that families going through a tough time might just need a helping hand, and part of the process here is to help educators tell the difference between signs of normal stress at home and signs of potential abuse or neglect.
You know, the more eyes that we can have on children, looking out for their best interest, making sure that they're safe, and doing that in a supportive way to the family, the better that child is going to be.
Just really staying in contact. And that doesn't go just for educators, that goes for family and friends. If you're concerned about a child in a family, reach out.
The Hamilton County Department of Job and Family Services says teachers and all adults in a child's life can look for things like changes in behavior, fear of parents, and bruises or other physical signs as potential indicators of abuse or neglect. Anyone with concerns can report them to 241 KIDS. That's 513-241-5437. Josh Bazan, WCPO 9 News.